the penalty of I don't feel like doing the like loss of resources that it would take for me to get out of this state. I might as well just game over because that immediately resets me with no loss of resources. You understand that's the conditioning there, right?
I don't, because it's you're beyond me on it. I'm like, man, you could hide, you could fight, you could do a whole bunch of stuff,
Right,
and you're playing on.
But I've already
you're
lost
playing on
resources,
you're playing
I've
on
already
easy,
lost
which
state.
resources aren't going to be a problem.
I don't know that. How do I know that resources aren't going to be a problem? There's
They probably are a problem because he didn't know how to shake bodies for the entirety of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah,
This
just
is
never learned how to shake a
You've
body.
never okay. I didn't know that.
Sure, the game doesn't really.
Well,
tell
you
that.
haven't seen me learn to shake a body yet.
Well, you had the guy held up and didn't figure out that you can get their dog tags and enemies from them. Yeah.
Yeah, the game did tell him he could shake bodies. He made a comment about it. He just didn't bother actually trying to shake the body.
Shake, shake, shake.
Yep. There's
shake.
learning, and then there's requiring. Like there's telling someone to do something, and then actually putting in the skill check requiring them to do it. Like I could tell you some asinine information, but if you're not actually then tested on it, you can't prove proficiency.
Just so you know, all you have to do to shake it is just wiggle around the analog while you're holding them. You're welcome.
Oh, I learn eventually. Maybe I learn. Maybe I don't. Maybe don't worry about it.
Maybe.
What version of Mario Randomizer are you using?
Has it updated
Same
anytime
one
recently?
I've always been using, Brain.
Well, answer my question, please.
I don't know the version. My PC is misbehaving.
The one I've got is 1.3.4.
Okay. that's
Mine
good.
says 1.3.4.
Okay.
I have absolutely scuffed something. Bear with me.
I need to restart. God damn it. Yep, I'm gonna. I'll be right back.
Sorry, I have not apparently used Mario Randomizer since I went to Windows 11, so I didn't have it installed.
I do need this. I do need this. That's correct.
You won't see me use Windows 11 until work forces me to do it, and then I figure I may still not upgrade this PC to Windows 11.
I mean, I did the Windows 7 thing for as long as I humanly could.
Yeah.
And then I went to 10, and I was just like, man, I miss 7.
Well, see, when I had to go to 7, I was like, man, I miss XP, and I've missed XP ever since.
I honestly never had a problem with Windows 10.
I had very strange problems that are like very unique to my setup.
I've got very odd problems with it too. Like, yeah, I've got a fair amount of problems with it, but it's like at work, I don't really have a lot of problems with it. Here, yeah, there's some issues.
No, I definitely don't have problems with it at work. No, so the issue that I ran into during the pandemic, when I was on Windows 7, I could leave my computer up for like basically 3-4 months at a time, not reboot it, and everything would just work fine until it didn't. Like when it decided it was done and needed to reboot, like it all fell apart at once. But with Windows 10, I would open up Photoshop to teach with because I needed a whiteboard. And if I didn't restart my computer every like 2 days or so, I had like seconds worth of input lag. I would draw my name and it would appear on the screen 2 seconds later, and it was impossible to use. And when you're teaching every day and having to do that every day and having to reboot your computer every day, it's really annoying if that's not something that you normally want to do.
The seed Dan put in is the same one. It's telling me it's the same one we ran last time we played, because it's identical to a seed I've already got. Yeah, 9.
Wait for him to come back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Dan, okay. I see the issue. So you posted the flags and the seed, but the actual link you posted is for the one we ran last time. Look, the seeds don't match.
Oh, that's a drag and drop problem on my end. Let me fix that.
Yeah, that's where the issue is.
So you do want to do this seed 1652, whatever.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I've made that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a controller. It's downstairs.
That sounds like a personal
Worry
problem.
Well, I've been playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth on my laptop on the patio. So my
That's a good
controller's
time
not
right
moving
there.
around.
I still need
Oh,
to
it's
play
very
more of it.
good.
Oh, there
Okay.
you go.
Aw.
Yep, it's reposted now.
There's Discord, and I think people can be heard. Oh nope, that was backwards. I hate that. I hate it. It's the worst. Okay, and then
All right, I've got it now.
everything's better now. Okay. Ugh. That's what happens when you don't stream Mario for a hot minute. Everything goes wonky. The old wonkification.
Willy
Alright.
Wonkification.
Popping that out. Let's get LRT out here. Oh, let's not do that. No, definitely not that. I don't know how to do anything anymore, it turns out. I lied. I lied to all of you. I'm the worst.
Well, you're insinuating I believed you ever knew how to do anything in the first place.
That's very true. Again, at least this is demonstrating competency. Well,
Is it though?
what passes for competency?
Pseudo competency?
Okay, alright. That's working, that's working, that's working. Now the only thing that I need to do is grab... has there been a corrected drag and drop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The new one's right.
Corrected.
Okay.
I'm gonna go downstairs and grab a drink.
Probably a good idea.
Let's see if this.
And I should also, speaking of, sending off the correct
Oh, I should-
files. I need
okay.
to do testing after this to get my YAMLs in order.
Not your YAMLs.
Yeah, I keep signing up for more archipelagos with Blau and her friends. I think I'm going to throw in Mario RPG this time, which means I need to figure out how BizHawk works and how beta YAMLs are. You don't want them beta YAMLs.
I don't
The
even
hell?
know. I
Are
don't
you
even know
even,
the
like,
word you're
saying
saying.
English?
Yeah, like I don't. I'm not. I'm sure YAMLs is some weird Yiddish word, but
No, it's like a HTML file or something.
okay.
You've never ensorcelled your YAMLs? Oh,
I
man, you
have
gotta
never
ensorcel some
ensorcelled
YAMLs.
my YAMLs. I've
I'm guessing it's like a YAML file or something.
Yes.
until about this moment, I never had heard the term YAML. So
I actually don't know what that is, but I think it's just like some markup language, probably.
Yep.
'Cause it ends
As
in
far
an
as I know.
L.
It's the file that you generate for an archipelago software to connect your games together so that you can send stuff. It's
Isn't that just a JSON?
no, it is not.
YAML has one of those really dumb acronyms that I don't like. Like how wine is not an
Oh,
emulator. YAML
don't.
is YAML ain't markup language, which I find really fucking obnoxious.
Oh, that's dumb.
People think they're being cute. I disagree.
Software developers need to be stopped.
Just call them yams.
I am on the air, so I can't say the words that I was about to say.
You can say anything you want to. You have agency.
Well, okay, let me put it this way. I shouldn't say the things that I want to live.
That's better.
yeah, can't and
This
shouldn't
man's-
are two different things.
This man should not be allowed on the air.
So here's a question. I'm streaming to YouTube. Can I save like my title, category, etc. in like a, or do I have to just edit and lose what I typed in last time every single time?
So the way that I do that is by using the schedule stream and then pulling up the previous stream that I did. I can walk you through how to do that
Don't listen to Buttface. He'll lead you astray on how to stream on YouTube.
You know,
when
I
you go
kid
to
you.
when you go
I
to
can
like
think of
new stream, just hit like schedule a stream, and then it should pull up your history of scheduled streams. If you've never scheduled a stream before, then it'll ask you to make a new stream, and then you can just pull up those going to the future. The step that I didn't tell Blau to do is in YouTube you have to press start stream, which she didn't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we did a whole stream that never went live.
Oh man, that sounds great. That's
I was gonna
exactly what I want to have.
I was gonna say
I
I've never
don't
streamed.
see
I've streamed YouTube, but I've never done it through anything but OBS. So
I don't see a schedule stream button.
Go to youtube.com, press the create button, which is like the little video recorder. Like
Oh,
next
I
to
was.
your,
Well, I see upload video, go live, create post.
Yep, hit go live,
Okay, that was the screen I was in.
and then there should be a manage on the sidebar there, where it says stream webcam manage.
Yes. Okay.
You can hit schedule stream in manage.
So what does this do for me?
You can pull up all previous managed streams and just base it off of that.
Well, I
don't
have
know if
not
it-
managed any
That's just
streams,
mean.
so it's
Right.
just blank.
But you need to do a template first.
Okay.
This is not a problem to be solving at this time.
no,
No, I'm aware. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We found the weeds.
and we are lost
I
in
don't
them.
know how to get. I don't know how to get back to where I am though. All right. Well, we'll go back to the plan B that I had, which was Notepad.
Right.
Wait.
Whoa,
That
that
is-
was about bad.
My stuff. What do you mean I failed? I'm not using an expert. Well, no, I use this specific controller layout because it's small. It's very tiny. Oh,
It's
I'm
just a
loading
small
states.
bean.
Yeah, it's
Just a little
tiny
bean. Just a little bean. Just a little bean.
I know,
Just a little one.
but it bothers me.
The fun
Oh,
thing
my
is
God.
that all controllers are just a bunch of buttons and analog controls, like
A series
analog
of tubes
sensors.
and beans. As I
Yeah.
like to say.
So like I can
Ooh.
hook up any controller to look like any other controller, and it's fine. The computer just knows. Back in my day, we had to use this like joy to key function, and oh, that was a mess.
Better D3.
But now I've got a nice little controller, and it just works.
You know, it might be easier if I. Just
I had a,
put
uh,
everything in it. Okay, we'll do this.
Before the easier advent of PS4 controllers being compatible with things, I had a workaround where a guy had programmed a little a cheat to or a program to make it. God dang it! I'm trying to do this and talk. Guy had made a workaround to trick the PC, as long as you had it running, trick the PC into thinking that a PS3 controller, a DualShock 3, was an Xbox controller, and so I would use I would use it.
Yep. I didn't share the spiciest take I got on my latest Metal Gear Solid 2 video, but someone had left me a. I'm hearing music in the background.
Sorry, I had my TV got set to output audio because the kids were in here watching it while I was editing videos.
There, that was better.
But yeah, had a guy leave a comment on my Metal Gear Solid 2 video where I was like, finally, they learned how to make a game that feels good to play. And he was like, and then they fucked it all up for the third one. God, that game's terrible. And I'm like, there is no consensus in the fan base.
No, that guy's an outlier.
Anybody that thinks the third one's terrible is either trolling you or just there's something physically wrong
They
with
were
them.
like, oh, that game is terrible. It's tedious. It's no fun to play.
That
it's
that
stupid.
that
Like,
That
that
is 100% outlier. 'Cause
yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is the fan favorite.
It is,
There
yeah.
It's the
There
Final
is no
Fantasy VII
consensus.
of the series.
Oh, I gotta do this for you, Dan.
There's definitely a consensus. That guy is a lone agent, a rogue.
That guy is like
Where am
way out in the weeds on that one. Like he's so far out you can't even see him. Like
There you go, Dan.
Also,
Thank
he
you, Raz.
might give you a run for your money, Buttface, on having the worst takes.
yeah, that's about as bad a take as one can come up with.
Yeah, but you don't know if that's all of his takes, right? Like that might be his only hot take that he had.
If that's his only one, that's an awful one. Like that's
Well, I will see when I actually sit down to put more time into 3.
Raz, can you switch to a?
I never remember. I'm sorry. There you go.
I just want to double check. Okay, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. It probably already lines up, but I never remember that I need you to capture that.
I just wanted to double check because your stream is coming didn't line up exactly, so I just wanted to.
Oh no, that's centered, and then my capture window that you want is on the right, and so it never lines up. What is this? Oh, it's the Koopa Parade. That's what that box. I need them.
You need to label your boxes. I was having a heck of a time since I'm back in like multi-track recording here online. I'm updated to fancy OBS, and I don't think since I've updated to fancy OBS I've done Super Mario Bros. 3.
Are you talking about Streamlabs OBS or?
No, just OBS.
He
okay.
just
You mean
updated
OBS
to a
Studio?
newer version so that he could capture individual audio sources.
Oh, he probably went from like 27 to 30 or something, huh?
Yeah, I
like
think
that,
that's.
yeah.
I think it was like 27 is when they introduced it, and I was still on like 26.
Yeah, no,
and then,
they
now up to
they-
30.1.2. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, they forced me to update at some point. I was like, okay, I'll just update whatever, and I went like 4 versions.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, whoops. So I think I have 30.0.2.
And that is why I am now able to have my little bouncing lad, courtesy of Lord Enigma.
You mean you checking the whale?
Yeah,
Well,
I could
pass around
do.
the Letsracingtime.
I could do fancier stuff with this. Like I could have automatic animations playing and do like cycling and that's a problem for future me if I even bother to care.
That's an issue, not an issue.
Well, it's an future me.
Wow,
Everybody
that's a hateful stage.
ready for me to hit the button?
I mean, yeah, I'm already
no.
live.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
Not the gumdrop button. Be good. That whole scene at the end of that whole castle assault scene in Shrek 2 to me is still one of the greatest movie scenes of all time. I could watch that 1,000,000 times over.
So, do you know why that Shrek 2 castle assault goes as hard as it does?
I mean, well, you're playing, Bonnie Tyler. That helps a lot. And you got Jennifer
No,
Saunders
you're
singing
not.
it.
You're
Jennifer.
not just playing Bonnie Tyler. What they're doing is they're doing a mix and medley of that song and the established Shrek theme that's been the motif throughout the entire movie. So it's like, it's hitting a part in your brain you might not even be paying attention to and going, no, this is where it all comes together.
So not only does the wonderful Jennifer Saunders cover of it do it, it's got that in the background, and you're not even realizing
Yeah,
it's doing
so
it.
You didn't
like-
notice it, but your brain did.
But your brain
Like, the
did. You didn't
swelling-
notice it,
the
but your brain
swelling
did.
Hero music from Shrek 1.
Oh
and
my
then
God,
the new
ads,
theme that they're
stop!
developing in Shrek 2 is layered over top of it, and
When you say Shrek theme, the only thing I can think of is somebody.
no,
No,
it's the fairy tale theme that you'll hear through it.
I
It's
haven't
a-
seen Shrek
it's
2,
a
so
great
I have
motif.
no idea.
It is.
This is
it
the 20th
Have
anniversary
you never
of Shrek
seen
2
Shrek
this year.
2?
Because the first one was where all the memes were. Okay.
2's so
I
much
don't
better
know,
than
Shrek
2 is so much better than the first one.
I don't Shrek 2. I mean, it still has what I think is probably the best joke in the entire Shrek series, and that is when they're doing when Shrek and Donkey are in their transformed forms and they're going in, and the freaking fantasy police run into them and use the pepper grinders.
Yeah.
The pepper grinder bit.
Still the funniest. It's just like I remember seeing that in the theater. I remember because that was 20 years ago. I was getting the new stereo installed in my Trans Am, and so I had time to kill. So I went to the movie theater in the mall. I was like, "Yeah, Shrek 2's out. I'll watch Shrek." And,
I did it again. Look,
everybody just you did it again.
I did it again.
And we got it on stream.
What did you do?
Look.
Look.
Oh, did you get trapped in a window?
You got trapped in the window.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that before, and I was like, "How the hell did you manage that?"
I don't. Somehow you can just clip
magic
into
pixel
if you can only do it as small Mario, and you magic pixel into just that very tip, that very corner right there, and you'll
Just
go
the
right
tip.
through. Yeah, just the tip.
No, I have to wait for this ad to play before I can.
Oh,
see
then
it.
you
Oh, that took me forever. I know. It was like a 90-second
No, I mean,
ad.
like my window seems to have just frozen. Good job, Twitch.
I stand by that. Like Shrek 1 and
There we
Shrek
go.
2 are good, if not great, DreamWorks animated movies.
Shrek
that
2
have,
is
like,
the better movie, I think.
Yeah, I think.
I
I vastly prefer. I mean, Shrek is an excellent movie. I vastly prefer Shrek 2.
I like
think
Shrek,
it's.
but Shrek 2 I think is a much more focused piece of satire in general.
It's
I
also.
find that Shrek 1 works as its own movie without necessarily needing to be a satire or pastiche, whereas Shrek 2 definitely leans harder on tropes.
It helps
I
that
guess.
Shrek 2 was before everybody was really leaning in on it.
Yeah. I think it hits harder contemporaneously than it does in retrospect.
I just think
I
it's
know
in
why.
general a
I
better
haven't
movie,
seen
better
any-
plotting, better story, more entertaining all the way through. It's the ending's better. Like I just
Also, it
think
also
it's a
looks
better.
lot better.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. I just think it's in general just an improvement on what the very excellent work that the first movie did.
I know why I haven't seen any of the other Shrek movies. Because I was just burnt out on parody movies. Because like
I've never really
all
thought of
the
them as
Shrek
parody movies
came
though.
out- I mean, they kind of are.
I mean, yeah, but I've never thought of them
mean-
that way. I don't watch them as a parody movie.
I mean, during that time frame, almost every movie coming out was a parody of something. And Shrek was a parody of classic fairy tales. You had all those Not Another Whatever movies. You had Scary Movie. Like
Yeah, but
I
see, I
think
didn't really
was
watch.
just
I watched. I mean, I
exhausted.
watched First Scary Movie and Not Another
I
Teen
think
Movie, and
was
I didn't
just
really watch any of
exhausted
the
from,
others.
parody movies.
I didn't really watch any of the parody movies.
I mean, that's fair, blah, but I would say, I mean, Shrek 3 is definitely the worst of them. Shrek 4 is a pretty good turnaround. It's not as good as Shrek 1 and 2, but I think the Rumpelstiltskin is great. And then obviously the Puss in Boots movies are also shockingly good.
I did see the first Puss in Boots.
Well,
The-
the,
You
one
have to
that-
see the newest one.
no, the
Yeah,
newest
the
one
new-
is apparently gold. Like everybody
yes.
raves about it. Like it's just somehow it's an incredible story. I haven't watched it. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking out The Last Wish.
Hey, do you want your children to get over the fear of death? That's a great movie. Or at least the existential dread that someday you too will shuffle off this mortal coil.
That's about as
Can we
perfect
not
indie
talk
fight as you
about
can do. Yeah,
Anyway,
Some of us have thanatophobia.
Thanatophobia,
I can't
I'm
highly
not afraid of
recommend-
dying. It's just the thought of being
being
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
Brought me up beside the jukebox if I die.
Let's get a rolling here.
No, I can't roll. I can't even hyper tap.
Yeah, this is definitely not Sonic. There's
You
no
need the
rolling
T-spin.
involved.
Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to Wednesday Let's Racing Time. We've got an amazing confluence of just luck and, well, it is unfortunate that, I mean, it was good that Raz had some very nice plans, but unfortunately those plans, well, we're just going to say that we enjoy having his companionship, and that the fact that they set up too early is their loss.
Our gain.
Okay. Anyway,
Hooray!
Yeah, that's right. We are here. It's Wednesday night. We're doing a 5-player Mario randomizer. Actually, Raz, you should have said we could have done Tetris food. Oh.
Oh, that's not really food, is it?
I want to
everybody's-
get like a
everybody's eating
proper
that.
like Tetris like game plan set up for that one.
I know. I want. We've been waiting for like Tetris Effect to like go on sale or something on Steam. I think that's what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, something.
The
like
summer
that.
sale is coming, so we'll see about that anyway. I'm your host, Kafka Floyd. This stream is brought to you by the delicious taste of Worcester's own Polar Seltzer. That's gonna be one of my projects this weekend is to make the Raz box and the Blau box. And you guys don't. I know you've got stuff going on. You don't have to worry about anything. Your boy Dan will take care of you because it's a hard world out there. We're all got stuff going on, and what brings us a little bit of joy than a nice bottle of Polar Seltzer? And
So
tonight,
Dan, I do have to make an observation is that like Polar does not have any sugar in it, so you cannot be a sugar daddy in this case.
that's true.
He's just a daddy.
I've got peach iced tea tonight, one of the summer flavors. Which you know what, I've been enjoying peach iced tea. It has snuck up on me because, as you guys know, I'm famously not a peach person. Rosalina is always my princess, but this peach iced tea is actually, I think, kind of turning me around a bit. I didn't have any to drink on stream, but I posted them in chat the other day. Those Starburst ice beverages. And my unofficial ranking of them is that cherry obviously is the best. The strawberry,
of those, they're pretty good.
The strawberry was kind of meh. I mean, it's still, you could tell it tasted like strawberry, but oddly enough, not as good as that strawberry C4.
Yeah.
The lemon, skip. That's D tier. It wasn't undrinkable, but is like the orange, for whatever reason, didn't feel like it was Starburst orange. It felt like a sugar-free orange soda, like a Fanta Zero or something. It didn't seem to have a Starbursty flavor. So my recommendation is, I mean, orange was still drinkable. I was just expecting something Starbursty, I guess. So, I recommend try the strawberry, see if you like it, but the cherry is the one that I give my top marks. Anyway, let's go around this is the hexagon. So in the upper right-hand corner of the hexagon, he's still our indeterminately favorite man of sneaking action. He's not a butt face.
So I am currently airing a series where I bumble my way through a game I have never played before, and then I'm absolutely making a joke out of Tunic. So like, don't sell me short, all right?
I find it highly entertaining.
You're playing Tunic on baby mode, though.
He's also playing
I'm
Metal Gear
also playing
Solid 2 on baby
Metal Gear
mode.
baby mode.
I'm not making fun of
Aren't
him,
you
but I'm
running Tunic on
totally judging
randomized
him.
Mode? Like,
No, that's what I
No?
do for
There's a
fun.
randomizer for it.
Anyway,
I thought all
it's
this
me,
time
not
you
a
were
butt face.
oh.
I'm drinking some Sponsor Me seltzer. Unfortunately, not Polar, but the next best thing that I can get here. It is. Let's see, what flavor is it? It is. Nope, that's French. It's French flavored. Sparkling. Dang it, sparkling water beverage. It's peach and honey. There we are. It's delicious.
That's all you got?
That was it. It's delicious. I got nothing more. I'm sitting over here sipping.
Next, in the lower right-hand corner of the hexagon, he's the man that Molly Hedges says shouldn't play this game too long. He's the whiskey man, Mr. Bob the Elder.
Thank you, Dan. I'm indeed your favorite whiskey drinking Southern friend, Bob the Elder, the one with a charming accent. I have my unsweet tea here, as always, as my palate cleanser. And tonight I got lucky, and while I was in Costco, they had this whiskey, which is the cheapest I've ever been able to buy it. And as I now have 3 bottles of it, I was like, well, I'll pop this one open and drink it. This one is a Heaven Hill bottled and bond from the eponymous Heaven Hill distillery. Bottled and bond has to be at least 4 years old, stored in a government warehouse under government supervised mash bill, has to be 100 proof. This one is actually aged 7 years, which is unusual for a bottled and bond. This is really freaking good. This was like $45 instead of $60, so that was a steal. Not a good pop though. Of course, the 7 years is why the color's a lot darker in it, so that makes sense. Sweet, oaky nose, a little bit of berry. Something else in there I can't quite do. So anyway, cilantro. Definitely berry on the taste, and you just get a little bit of the oak from it. Yeah, oddly enough, the palate's milder than the nose is. Like the nose is a lot spicier than the palate is, but it's good. This is solid. It's not nice mouthfeel to it, good consistency. You especially get it for $45. I'd highly recommend it. So anyway, cilantro, back to you, Dan.
All right, in the lower central square, the lower center square, the center square of our lives. They may call Alabama the Crimson Tide, but we call her Deacon Blues. She's everybody's favorite Blau Major. Blau Major.
Hey y'all, I'm Edger here. I'm just drinking some strawberry lemonade Weilers. Earlier I had some peppermint chamomile with honey in it. To kind of help my voice, because I was doing some girl voice training earlier. I was getting a little hoarse. But,
Yes, chamomile tea, the sleepiest of all teas.
it doesn't actually make me sleepy. I don't know, I just get it because it's supposed to be good for soothing the throat.
That is also what it does as well.
But, yeah, hi, I have been freed from my eternal prison that is video editing. As my lovely wife has volunteered to do my video editing from now on.
Oh, wow.
She's actually been editing every video that's gone up for the past, like, 8 days.
Oh, good job, Frau Blau. All right, and I guess last but not least, in the lower left-hand corner of the hexagon, hailing from the arid deserts of the Pacific Southwest, he's the mysterious and beautiful creature known as Razanir the Orc, maybe.
I'm Rasnir. I didn't expect the game to actually speed up on me. So when it hit 15 at 100 lines, I was like, "Wait, you're early! Oh no! I'm not prepared for this." So I am just here today. I was supposed to be doing setup, but they finished like super early, for the it was a graduation setup thing. So I get to play Mario with you all.
Right.
And I'm trying to distract and draw out this conversation because I can't get the whiskey open.
Raz is not even supposed to be here today.
Not even supposed to be here.
Not even supposed to be here today. What are you opening?
I have a bottle of Triple R.
Nice.
Triple
Yeah. Yeah. It's got
So,
that
I
weird
didn't
weird
get the
thing with the
top
boar
though.
and the lumberjack and all
Yeah,
and all that. Yeah.
There we go. I don't know if that picked up, but
Mm-hmm.
so we'll pour a little bit. I mean, back in the day when I was doing Mario Randomizer pretty regularly with you guys, I would basically clear a level and take a sip, and by the end I was either drunk or angry with Mario.
Two
And,
weren't mutually exclusive.
I was gonna say you can be both.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not exclusive.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm just trying to move around my desk here. There we go. I should probably load Mario.
Yeah, you probably should.
I'll just play Tetris. You guys play Mario.
No.
You know what, Dan?
You're in the co-host
I
chair.
apologize. I was on the wrong scene this whole time.
I mean,
I already recropped you. Don't change it.
I mean, Blau's gonna win anyway, so it's not like.
Oh, I was gonna
there's-
say, who will win first? Will Blau finish before I get to level 19 and inevitably lose?
Right. I mean.
Or maybe I should play 9-5 and see who wins.
Fine, I will leave it.
We can fix
confirm
it
the
later.
Can we confirm the code since we had the snafu earlier?
Oh, I'm looking at the. You guys have all the right code. I'm looking at the wrong code.
Yeah,
'Cause
4,000.
I dragged and dropped the wrong thing again.
Dan, how could you?
It's because
You
it
had
didn't
one
go in the
job.
right spot on my. I was getting tricked by my desktop.
I need Treble here to explain the hoops that we had to sit through to get Mario 64.
There we go.
working
We
for
have
our
blank
archipelago.
4,000. Yeah, there we go. Everything
Oh
looks
goodness,
happy
I
now.
don't even want to know.
I'm
Hey,
glad that
turns out you can't
Buttface has
put that
gotten
into
into Archipelago.
You can't put that setup into any kind of directory that has a space in it. Why? Because screw you. That's how they programmed it.
Ugh.
See, I don't even know what Archipelago
hate
is,
that.
so you got me
As
on
a
that one.
scientist, I hate that.
Archipelago is just asynchronous multi-world randomizers. Asynchronous multi-game, multi-world randomizers.
I understood every word that you used in that sentence.
I know every word you use in the sentence, but they make no sense to me together. So it's something I'd have to see. It's like,
Well,
It's a
asynchronous-
multi-world that you play. Everybody plays their own game. You
Mhm.
send items to other people's games. You don't have to play at the same time.
I think I'd still have to see it.
It's a mess. Well,
Yeah.
we'll link it in Let's Racing Time when it happens this Saturday.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's get rolling. I see everybody's got their right stuff. I've got my controller turned on. I'm gonna pause this music.
I even took the
With
kisses.
Stardew
I'll put 'em back
Valley.
for you, though.
Y'all are insane.
You can do it with StarCraft 2. Some people are hateful.
I did. do it with
That's
StarCraft
like
2.
Galby's levels of self-hate. It's like,
Blau hates herself. Like, I'm
No,
gonna
I
play
love
StarCraft too.
I love StarCraft.
I mean,
Uh,
Do you want 600 checks and your
E-
camo
enough.
is behind? Oh yes, it's dark. Let's
Forbidden.
get going.
Forbidden.
you're
All
the
right.
ones just start counting. Just,
No,
oh, wrong button.
All right, so I will give us a count of 3, 2, 1, go, and then we will be off. Counting down in 3, 2, 1, go. Bling.
Come on, World
Oh,
7.
here's
I
the
was
start.
thinking World
Hey,
7
it's not
too.
World
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
It's what we want, though.
But
Everyone
Face,
wants a World
I
7.
just want to correct you. I only had
Oh.
600 checks when
What?
I enabled all 83 missions.
And where was your camo that was hard locking you? For the like mission where you just played as a soloman?
It wasn't actually the cloaking that hard locked me, so much as like a combination of not having the cloaking, not having the defense buffs, not having the speed buff, basically not having any of
Oh, hello.
Nova's buffs.
Yeah.
I never did find the cloaking, but I got a bunch of defense buffs and speed buff, and I was just able to kind of power my way through it.
You know, I just had a fun idea for a flavor for this randomizer. Changing the Thwomp sprite.
Explain.
What would you change it to? A polar seltzer can?
I mean, something
That's what he
not
was
a
thinking.
thwomp.
Yes.
Oh, so just the sprite changed, but the behavior is.
It's still a Thwomp, it's just a different sprite.
I hear ya.
Like, you know, Zeroma's sprites.
You gotta hold a Mitch Flower Power. Like, how'd you burrito this guy?
What were the thwomps in that one Christmas hack I played, Buttface?
I
wanna say-
couldn't tell you.
I want to say that they were something.
Oh, hello.
Were they
like,
present? Were they
didn't-
just presents?
Didn't they look like Pop-Tarts or something?
I don't remember. Do you know how long ago Christmas was? Don't answer that. I don't like thinking that the year
I
is half
saw this
over.
first,
It's terrifying to me.
Well, it's not half
Why
over
did you
yet.
say that? I didn't put two and two together.
Speaking
and
of
now
the
I'm
year
just like,
being
oh no.
partially over, I actually put in my last set of Invisaligns today.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Don't
I don't trust anything that's happening right now.
I'm looking forward to Archipelago this weekend. I'm going to be playing a new game.
A new game to you or a new game in the archipelago?
A new game to me for the Archipelago.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, if you've never played a game before, don't play a randomizer version of it.
I mean, you could easily play a certain flagship Zelda randomizer for your first time playing Zelda.
That's one of the rare exceptions where the game itself is just as obtuse.
No! I am playing so stupidly. I'm gonna
Um,
try something less stupid.
I can't believe I pulled that
actually-
off on the first attempt, and it'll probably be for naught. But hey, if I did it, I
actually
did
a new
it.
game last time as well in Outer Wilds, which worked a lot better than
Yep.
I expected it would.
Well, but you'd already played Outer Wilds. What I'm saying is, like, don't play just a new game. A game
I'm
you've
not
never
playing. I'm not playing a blind game.
Yeah, that just sounds like a bad idea.
Although
Why do I think the level ended there?
technically 2/3 of StarCraft 2 was blind because I had only played Wings of Liberty before I did that.
I'm shocked that you were able to get through it as smoothly as you did then.
Because I'm a boss bitch like that.
I mean, generally. The amount of times I've had to have you save my bacon in the game we're playing. Oh, which I can say now, because everyone knows it's already airing. It's when we're playing Ground. I'm so used to being in here playing Mario and just, like, alluding to things. I don't have to allude to nothing.
Or just outright giving it away and nobody catching it.
I would never!
I
Would never.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've never heard of the game you're playing, so it wouldn't have meant anything to me had he given it away.
And I'm afraid of the game you're playing.
Yeah, hey, guess what? I'm also afraid of the game I'm playing. Blau is rude like that. There's
I
literally
don't
an
see why
item on
anyone
our-
would want to play that game. Oh.
I hate because I
Aw,
said
that
yes.
I thought I
so
had enough
fun.
speed.
I hate insects.
It is so much fun that I did 2 full playthroughs last year.
No, we have
And I'm
we
doing
have an
a third
itinerary.
playthrough now.
We have an itinerary every week, and one of the items on it is just traumatized butt face. And I can't get it off. Every time I remove it, it comes back.
We also had make buttface fighter spider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, absolutely not. Why? Why would anyone?
I keep telling him he could turn on arachnophobia mode, but he refuses.
I've looked at arachnophobia mode, and it just makes like it's impossible to read. It just makes things too blocky. You know what spiders are not terrible in video games? The tunic spiders. The tunic spiders are cute.
They are kind of adorable. Oh,
I mean, you can
my
definitely
balls.
design a cute spider.
What in the actual hell is this world that you've generated for us?
I'm having all kinds of problems. Part of it
You
was
already
playing
said it, it is
stupidly.
hell.
Part of it is admittedly playing stupidly. I won't deny that.
Oh, that was bad.
I'm trying to figure out what the angry sun is doing here.
Oh no, I'm never gonna jump on Boom Boom.
You
now.
know, angry sun things.
Boom Boom,
gonna
stop
get you.
it. There we go. I let him fly away, and that was a mistake.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm trying
I
to
have
think
to-
like what
I
enemy
think-
got.
Ooh, okay.
Who do you think would win in a fight?
Ooh.
between The angry sun and the Majora's Mask Moon, or Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright
I don't know what Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright is.
from Kirby?
Never
Oh,
played a Kirby
definitely
game.
Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright.
So you want to know a secret? Never played a Kirby game.
You should probably play a Kirby game. They're pretty okay. They're not great. They're not terrible. They're mid. They're sorry. Let me rephrase that. They're not mid. They are acceptable levels of fun.
And they have King Dedede.
I had the speaking of the word mid, I occasionally have the Gen Z slang conversations with my nephew, and like we're talking about what mid is, and I'm like, I in the middle of it, I get, oh, you mean meh? And I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Nope.
I get it. Meh. That's mid. Okay.
Ooh, if you don't like Gen Z slang, you're really gonna hate Gen Alpha slang.
Oh, it's even worse. I know.
Don't-
I hate
don't-
them
don't
both,
talk
but
to me
the
about
alpha's
rizzing
even
things
worse.
up.
The alpha's even worse.
On
Everybody hates
God.
everybody's slang.
You
I
kids
just
get off
learned-
my lawn, etc., etc.
I just learned the new slang because I want to be a cool grandma.
Old man yells at cloud.
What
Oh.
new slang did you learn?
I've learned the Gen Alpha slang.
Oh, like you just got with. I thought you were like, I have one new piece of information to share with the olds today.
I strive to make, is his name Abraham? Homer's dad?
Yes.
Yeah, Abe Simpson. Yeah.
Yeah, I strive to make him wrong.
Oh, I'm
Well, were
fully
you
convinced.
tying
I'm
onions
fully
to your
convinced he's
belt?
right, and I'm completely socially accepting of the fact that he's right. I don't care. I'm stuck in
You
my
know-
weird Gen X ways. So
When he said he used to be with it,
Yep.
and it'll happen to you too.
yep.
That was
no,
in my latest video.
Yep.
My
And it
pick-
will
my pick
happen to me.
wrong.
It will happen to me as well. I fully admit this.
I think it's already happened to you,
It's
Bob.
already happening.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can do about it.
The problem with me is that I just like came out old. Like,
Well, that was my
bet you-
that
I
was
bet you-
my
Benjamin
problem.
Button.
Yeah.
Oh, don't fall off.
Like,
Fuck me.
You
And
do
it's-
definitely dress like an old man.
yeah, the like old hipster style comes to me naturally. It's not something that I'm trying to emulate. It's just like it's something I legitimately enjoy. Like, yeah, this feels right.
My problem is I've always been from like day one the Jimmy Buffett song. You know, I'm a pirate born 200 years too late. I was like, I always should have been born in like 1960.
I'm
Can
eternally 16.
I had that conversation last night.
I wasn't 16 when I was 16.
We were talking about wizardry and how much I'm like, I would never play this game now, but if I was born 15 years earlier, I would have loved it.
Oh yeah.
Is Destel playing that?
Estel's playing Wizardry 5, yeah.
Oof.
Sounds up
Yeah,
Destel's
that's
alley.
the same, that's the appropriate response, is oof. Like,
You think Galbies hates himself?
No. The appropriate response in today's slang is big oof. That's an L.
Ugh.
It
That's
blows
an
my
L.
mind that taking the L, or no, not taking the L. F to pay respects is like contemporaneous with like a fairly recent Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That was almost 15 years ago, man.
Don't with me, Dan. Not today.
Yeah, that's also about the same time that pressing X to doubt came about.
Yeah, because that's when
I'm
LA
not gonna
Noir
press
came
X
out.
to doubt on that one.
LA
Pressing
Noir
X to
came out in
doubt.
2009.
Yeah,
No,
pressing X to doubt feels
You know
old
what else
because
came out
I
in
enjoyed
2009?
LA.
Bionic
Yeah,
Commando
Degree.
2009.
I got my master's in
Son of a
2009.
bitch.
Oh my god, my career came out in 2009. Damn.
Raz has suddenly become that meme of the young man who just ages 100 years in seconds.
You're right.
Shows poorly.
You mean the Private Ryan meme? The
Yes.
young man Matt Damon?
Is that?
Oh,
from
wait, no.
Private Ryan?
Yeah, it's from Saving
Yes,
Private
it's
Ryan, yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
Do you watch movies? Like,
No,
at all? Like, have you just never seen any movie
Oh, I
ever?
didn't see that over there. Okay, never mind.
I do not watch movies. No.
Oh my
I
god.
thought this was well established.
No. You
and I
tell
are
me
on
you've
the
never
same
seen
page. I
Saving
don't
Private
watch
Ryan and expect me not to like apoplexy over it.
Her and Raz just don't watch movies, so like when we get
Yeah.
together and hang out, I'm like, I can't. You guys aren't getting any of this. It's just over your heads.
Buttface gave me homework to watch a movie, and I was like, "Well, it's not on a service I pay for, so it's not happening."
I'm telling you, watch you are gonna love Fury Road.
It's
You're gonna have
meh.
a good time with Fury Road.
Fury Road's meh. It's visually it's stunning. It's
Oh.
eh.
I
Oh,
love
I've
it.
done
Top
a
5
bad-
movies of all time.
No,
Raz can't stand it
no,
for
no.
destructive
I get
reasons.
cinematically, like it's
hate it.
beautifully
I think it's
shot, but yeah,
terrible.
it's not. It's the worst Mad. I mean, well, I have no
Hey,
interest in
guess what? I haven't seen
Furiosa.
any other Mad Max movie. I
That
don't
would-
care about
that
Mad Max
would-
whatsoever.
That would explain why you think that's a good movie because it's like it's
Yeah.
it's the worst of them. Like it's
I
We
judge.
also had this conversation last night where I was
Thunderdome
like,
is the worst.
no
I judge
Thunderdome's
movies
way
based
better
on what they
than
are,
Fury
not
Road.
necessarily what they are in legacy.
Thunderdome's way better than Fury Road.
In relation.
Thunderdome has one good act. It just happens to be a really fucking good act.
This is actually a
My problem, I mean, my problem with Furiosa is, and it may actually be fine. I have no reason to believe it's not a decent movie. Like from anything I've heard, it just I don't
is-
like the character Furiosa. I didn't like her in Mad in the other one, so I don't want to watch a
that's
movie
because
about
she
her.
was hardly a character. In
Yes, that's one of
There
my
was
yes,
hardly
Raz. That's
any
one of my
characters
biggest
in
complaints.
Fury Road.
Yes,
That's the thing, is they were caricatures, not characters.
which is one of the reasons why I don't think it's a
Yeah.
good movie.
It's painting with a different brushstroke. I'll give
Bob,
you
I'm
that.
glad that somebody is
What I
saying all
will
the things I
say-
said last night.
Is
It's
that-
not.
I
It's
was
just
wrong.
not.
Damn it.
It's. I'm sorry. Like a lot of people really like it because look, the
Oh.
It's
I
not
can't
a
remember
good-
his name,
well,
but the the actor that played the bad guy in it, Immortan Joe or whatever, incredible actor, did a amazing job in it. Wonderful villain. The set pieces are beautiful in it. Like the cinematography's great. Like all throughout the movie, but it's literally just it's Half-Life 2 with less story, and it's just on rails the whole time. And Mad Max isn't Mad Max and is barely in it.
I think one thing about the Mad Max movies is that because of the way George Miller does things,
Mm-hmm.
they're not. At least if you look at each of them in a vacuum, they're all very different movies.
They are very
Oh,
much.
this is a
The-
super
the-
different movie. Trust me.
I know, Well, I know. What I'm saying is, every time he does one of these movies, he's not trying to do a previous movie. He's trying to, and that's why where it might not work for some people. Like, I mean, but what you can say at least about Fury Road and the other movies, like you can see the logic in what he is doing with it and how he is trying to say with the story. That's one of my issues with Thunderdome, is that he wants Max Rockatansky to, and I think which is what I think shit, why did I do that? I'm trying to talk and play this video game at the same time, and it's not
We're
working
all having that
for
problem.
me.
Oh no. Why is this the level?
Why did I do that?
You wanted to.
You wanted to. Did you get this on the table? You wanted to.
Ah.
I mean, that's why I said, like, I really like George S. Miller. Like, I really like him as a director. I just, this is a movie I have no interest in, even if it ends up being decent. Like,
it is. The way I look at it is every movie he does is an exercise in like form.
Yes.
Like he's got his own unique thing that he's wanting to try. It's an experiment. It's a film experiment that he's running. The problem is that's not necessarily profitable and will definitely turn off different
certain amount of
subsets
people.
your audience.
well, and the bad part is this is a movie catering to the Mad Max audience, and when you make a Mad Max movie without Mad Max in it, you're going to not jive with a lot of the audience.
I would bet you that if you sat down to talk with George Miller and he was like, the audience for Mad Max is whoever goes to see the movie. Like,
but they're not going. But that's the thing. He's wrong on that because they're not going to see the movie. Like, it's tanking. Like, and that's why.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I could care less about that and enjoyed the movie for like what it was.
And that's fair, but for this is another iconic character with multiple movies that's been a huge part of it, and just because you haven't seen it, doesn't mean other people haven't and wouldn't go and do it. And like, so I can't separate that. Like it's the same boat where, like, in some ways you're, as much as we deride, teasingly your takes on Metal Gear, you actually are looking at it from a much more realistic perspective than we are, because we've all got so much nostalgia to it. So like, you're coming to it like to it fresh, and that's got a lot of value. That's got a lot of value to it.
I don't claim to be objective, but I try to limit my biases.
Yeah, and that's all you can do. Like, you can't. I mean, that's the historian's bias. We all have biases. You just have to account for it as best as you can and recognize it when you see it in others. That's why I've tried not to, just be, a lot of those takes, I've tried not to just be like, on it or whatever. I've tried to, when I'm watching it, I'm trying to be like, I'm kind of trying to look at it and be like, yeah, that is kind of shit, Because the Rex fight, shit,
As objective as possible, though I acknowledge that my objectivity is based in bias.
Right. Oh, of course I don't have a fucking star. Oh.
Oops.
Well, I somehow managed to keep a fire flower through that level.
I have not kept a power up through a single level yet, other than a mushroom.
Oh, I don't want this.
And you can't count the mushroom because the only way I've managed to be Big Mario out of one is by taking a hit when I had another power up.
I did that airship with a fire flower. That's a bad time. You're living a bad life there. I did not remember a single thing that I flipped up here.
I could do this.
I remembered a single thing that I
feel like after a rough start, I've kind of turned things around a bit.
Well, that's good.
I've noticed I've been saying I'm dying stupidly less.
Hey, that's all we can shoot for.
I would say out of
I don't know if I want
all
that.
of us, Dan, you are probably the most improved at Mario 3.
Oh, I'd say that's beyond a shadow of a doubt.
That's a little unfair for Blau, who's already perfect and cannot improve.
Yeah, but I mean, Dan went from like competing to win to like going for last place to winning a couple of them. Like that's a
shaking
huge.
off a lot of rust.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be decent at Mario. I just had to relearn how to play Mario.
Mm-hmm.
I I fully acknowledge that I am the least improved of all of us, but the fact that I have improved at all is enough for me.
I would beg to differ on that one, as well. For least improved, I have been stuck in this like 90-minute zone to 50-minute zone, and I can't get any different from there.
Even though you've
Like,
done
that
one
is-
in 30-something minutes before.
By fluke. Like, I'm not hitting that consistently.
Yeah, like I mean, I've been able to beat Blau once, and
Yeah,
I
I would
think.
like to point out that not only did Buttface accomplish that wasn't a race against all of us, and is still the personal best out of the entire group.
Well, it's
but you
arguable
can have
between whether
outliers
mine
that
is or
point
not. Like, I still don't know that he beat mine because we never actually. It was really close and we never compared it.
It's the one lucky hand of poker, right?
Yeah, you gotta get a royal flush at some point, right?
Unless you've got that Joker.
Then you get a
Fuck it,
flush
I gotta
five or whatever.
try. Was that Planet X or what's the?
Planet X is flush 5, yeah.
Okay.
oh no, fuck this.
Ceres is a flush house, and then whatever the other one is, Eris, I think.
I got into an argument with Not a Girl Face the other night, over their insistence that Pluto is a planet. I'm like, I have a whole book explaining why this is that's a bad take. And
I don't agree
you-
with the arbitrarily
did you
claiming. I don't agree. I'm with her. I don't agree with arbitrarily
Well-
claiming it as something else. And
Now, did you
It's-
consult
it's-
Balatro for
No
that?
more sweets
fuck
for
face?
No.
No more
It's
no more
it's
steak.
still called a dwarf planet.
Yeah, exactly,
It's-
and that's a
it's-
better name for it.
It's just for whatever reason, some big brain scientist says that, despite the fact of having planet in the name, that dwarf planets are not planets.
The problem with it being a planet is that if you include it as a planet, you'd have to include hundreds of other celestial bodies in our solar system as being planets, and that's just like at that point the category breaks down. It is no longer useful, so they've had to create a new, more restrictive category.
see, I think that's just pretentious bullshit. Like, I don't agree with any of that.
I
So
get it.
like,
I
yeah.
understand.
So I was on board with it when I had heard that the reason it was not being called a planet was because I guess they had said at one point
Answer your
that they-
doorbell.
I'm not answering my doorbell. I have no idea who that could be.
I guess they said at one point that
Tell
they
the-
thought that it and its moon were revolving around a center point instead of the moon revolving around it, but I guess later they decided that was not the case. Is that right?
I'm not an astronomer. Don't ask me.
I would highly recommend the book Why I Killed Pluto and or
I can maybe
How I
answer
Killed
your
Pluto
question.
and
I'm
why
just
it
busy
had
and
to
it's
become
fading.
or
There we
why it
go.
had it coming.
Look at
It's fantastic.
I will
It was
disagree with
definitely
every
Mega
single
Man
point that it
movie.
made. So it's just that's a
No,
dot.
I was on
thing
an end
it.
space, so I wasn't even paying attention. But what was your
Mhm.
question?
I was
Oh.
just saying that I thought at one point they said that Pluto wasn't a planet on the basis that
It
its
and-
moon didn't actually revolve around it, and that it and its moon revolved around a
mean-
central gravity point.
I
So
mean,
the problem with that is
Later
that
decided
literally
wasn't true.
I thought I had fireballs. Haha. I think the problem with that definition is that literally nothing orbits around anything else. Like even the sun moves.
Yeah, that's how the gravitational formula works.
Yeah.
Like
Everything is attracted to everything else. So I don't think that definition is very functional. I have a frog
and that's
suit.
and
I
that's the
should
thing
use
is
it
like
for this.
I'm more for functional
Ah.
definitions, and that's why Pluto not being a planet is
Yeah.
it's the same. It is the inverse of like calling a tomato a berry. It's like, yeah, technically,
It's
but
the
that's not
fruit of
really
the poisonous nightshade.
useful.
You know what?
a tomato's not a berry. It doesn't have its seeds on the outside. A berry has its seeds on the
I-
outside.
I advocate for Pluto being a planet because I think dwarf should be the descriptor, and if it's not good enough that puts it in the same category as the rest of the planets, then there needs to be another adjective to describe quote unquote normal planets.
So you're
How's that?
you're saying that the descriptor dwarf should be the filter for which we then limit to just the
You have planet
You're
in the
making
name.
you're making the mini golf argument, and that
So-
mini golf should just be called golf.
This was actually the
Oh,
thought came
fuck
about just
me.
thinking about the fact that I'm trans.
Yeah.
You know how trans folks try to say you have trans women and women, and we're saying
Oh,
no, trans
okay,
is an
yeah.
adjective.
I think it's more that we have. I think it's more that we have categories of planet. Like we have, we actually have categories of planets, and
I mean, I
So
can
you
agree
can-
with Buttface saying that his issue is the functionality of it.
Mhm.
So what I say is, we're calling it dwarf planet. Dwarf is the adjective to planet. Just make another adjective for what we consider planets.
So, Blau, I understand your point, but planets aren't people, and we should treat people at a higher level than planets. So, like, I absolutely agree with your point
Is
about
Pluto a
using
celestial
trans
body?
as an adjective is not appropriate. But
Pluto
for
is a
planet, we
celestial
don't have to
body.
afford that kind of protection. I
not
ran right
saying-
into a fireball.
I'm not trying to draw the comparison to people. It was more the linguistic use there,
You can never swim through these.
and the usefulness of adding the adjective instead of, calling it something similar but different.
I think in
I'm
a
reminded-
scientific context, there's still value to that.
I'm reminded of the XKCD comic that has
Oh
been
no!
perpetually haunting my life these days, which is there are 17 different standards for this. We should have one universal standard. There are now 18 standards.
Yep. That is definitely something that we do. Okay.
Taking 0 chances.
I don't
Oh, can
remember
I
what
have
level
the-
this is.
Oh my god.
This world too, yo.
I'm.
This world 2's
That
kicking
is
my ass.
pissing me the fuck off, is what it's doing. Because that was horse shit.
How do I? Oh,
shit.
okay. No.
Why are
Out
there
of the
two
way.
level 10s? This is weird.
No, that
That
happens
happens.
often. I think it just randomly assigns a number.
I don't think I've ever noticed that before.
I've definitely had that come up before.
I've seen it a couple times.
I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm just saying I've never noticed it.
This level always sucks. There's like one tricky part in it. And it's all
I
the way
kind of
up here
hate that I
to
got through
Acid.
this level because I've only got one life left and I'm probably going to game over.
You have 1 life to live.
I
Bob.
should have just died and started over with it at 5.
Fuck.
You should not only live twice.
I don't want to be here.
You'll be there.
I just don't. It's a bad time for me and everyone involved. Like, screw it.
I don't know why
Screw
I'm doing
it.
this. I'm wasting time. Blau's gonna pass me. Why are you doing this, Rez?
How do you know I haven't already passed you?
Stop moving,
I
Hammer
don't-
Brothers.
Jesus. Just wasted a Hammer Brothers suit.
Oh, why did I do that?
Well, good thing I used a star here.
You know what? I have plenty of items. I have too many items. That's gonna be my downfall.
I have 4. I have no items.
I have like 2 pages.
I don't know how
I
the
did a-
fuck you do because like I
did a
have
full end
none.
spade card.
Huh?
Yeah, an end spade card's gonna get you there.
Yeah. I went on a run.
This is what happens
We're
when you
like-
play too much Balatro.
No, it's more that when like the last 6 are just pairs all stuck next to each other, and you just
Yeah, you
flip
get
2
one of
and
the,
you
you
get a
get one
match,
of
you
those
flip 2, you
cards
get
that
a
just
match.
right. It just
Yeah.
rolls that way.
And I matched everything, and then the last 2 were like, oh, I know where those 2 are.
Not this level.
Oh, did you find that level?
I found
I
that
found
level.
that level. I didn't like that level. You know what? That level deserves a P-wing. I don't even know what level you're on. I'm
What?
just telling you, that level deserves a P-wing.
That was weird.
Well, that just happened.
I just
I
went
didn't
into a
know.
fight with Hammer Bros. I hit one with a star and hit an empty brick above it, and they both died.
Mm.
Interesting.
We gamble here, right? We're gambling.
We're rambling, gambling.
I'm actually using a fucking mushroom house just because I have to have items.
You should do mushroom houses.
No, I never do.
Like,
They
not
take too much
every-
time.
Not
The mushroom houses
Not
take up.
every mushroom house, but you shouldn't have 0 items.
No, I don't.
Like,
I try not to do any mushroom houses if I can avoid it.
I actually try to get like a page of items.
Yeah.
I try to do that through
I
the
need
in
items
spades.
for
I
rainy
try.
days.
I try to do that
Oh,
through
I'm
the in
losing
spades,
time.
but
I
I've
have to
only.
take my socks off.
But I've only had.
Oh, no,
I've
there's
only
two
had.
tens below us ahead of me.
Yeah,
Raz,
I've,
the amount of times that I've lost time because I have to put my heater on because it's too cold, alright? I'm not gonna hear it about, oh,
Meanwhile-
it's too hot, I'm losing time.
It's too hot here in the desert of the
I'm
Pacific
having 0
Southwest.
luck with end spades.
Alright, well, I now know Blau is ahead of me.
I would just assume
You know,
Blau's
you know what
ahead
you
of
should
you.
do, Raz? You should go and get yourself some cheese. Would you go get some cheese, Raz? Get up and cut you some camembert.
You don't really
Yeah, be
cut
like Plague.
camembert.
I look, I don't know.
It's too soft.
It had a great. Well, then what do you do with it? Okay, explain to me how you're gonna eat your camembert if you're not gonna cut it. What are you doing?
With your teeth. Oh no, I can't go this way.
So you just take how do you get a hunk of camembert?
From the camembert store.
Oh.
I hate it when Fire Brothers fall through a block that you hit. It's
That's
always
the worst.
fucking Fire Brothers.
Yep, that's what kept happening to
Oh
me.
god, panic.
Sit still.
You also need to start killing the Hammer Bros there, and then you'll start getting items out the wazoo.
Every time I've attempted to kill a Hammer Brother, it's fucked me, and I've gotten shit for items from it, and so it's been a waste of fucking time. Like I ate a Hammer Brothers suit trying to kill Hammer Brother because it's in my way, and got a fucking star for it. So don't tell me to fight Hammer Brothers.
That star that you got is just paying the Hammer Brothers forward. When you think about it, when you really think about it.
I try everything I can not to fight the Hammer
What?
Brothers.
No! I died.
I died.
Dilly died.
This sun isn't helping.
Yeah, the sun never helpful.
No, the sun is in a really bad spot. Ah, get away. That was the worst sun. I missed the thing.
You're
Oh, I guess I
done,
got it. Okay.
son.
I still got the 5 up.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
I can
killed
count.
you.
I've learned to count.
I don't know why I'm not
1,
gaming over
2,
right here.
10.
I like the sound of Bob game overing.
No, I said I don't know why I'm
No, don't
not.
do that.
I
I
need to
love
game
that
over.
sound.
I
That
need
sound.
to game over.
Oh,
Get
it
a
paid
fi-
off the jamble.
Get a 5 up, Bob. You'll do alright.
Nah, that ship's already sailed.
Get a coin
No, we already
ship?
did the
Or is
airship
that already
level.
sailed too?
I haven't seen a coin ship.
I haven't either, thankfully.
I haven't seen
Not a
coin
coin
ship
ship,
either.
the airship.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
what do I
tornado!
do?
Oh, Raz, I just hit your in spade where all the matches went because I knew where the one was, and I just did all the matches.
I feel like the game's telling me to do something here.
I feel like it's telling me to go fuck myself, but
Telling you to get good, Braz.
Speaking of getting good, I think
Oh,
I'm
wait,
going
hold on.
to get that another Crab's Treasure game.
Yeah, I've seen good things about that game. Unfortunately, it's a Dark Souls,
What?
and I'm not
What?
going to.
Why?
Yeah, it's Dark Souls, but like Tunic, the Dark Souls that you play, it has a baby
It's
mode.
not a thing.
Tunic is actually not a Dark Souls. It turns into a not quite a Rem like, but there's another game that it does turn into. And I liked that game a lot more. Until I didn't. Until I had to
It's
learn how to
literally-
read. And I can't learn how to read.
It is literally Zelda with Dark Souls combat.
You make fun of me for my words.
Yeah, you have funny words. You say words funny. You do words gooder.
I'm never gonna get over the gooder thing, am I?
Me fail English? That's impossible.
More gooderer. Oh
about
wow,
Fusco?
my
And now
stream
I'm leaving
is super
Earth for
behind
no
by the look of it.
reason.
Buttface is trapped in a game of my design, full of plot holes and gaming mistakes.
I'm just saying, like my stream is way behind. Like I'm a whole world behind. Things are weird over here.
Oh, I don't
Oh.
actually watch everybody else play.
No, I'm not
Wait,
looking.
what?
I'm not looking at everyone else. I'm just looking at my
Yep,
stream.
there was game over.
Oh, mine is like 30 minutes behind for some reason. My preview is on like 9 minutes. Probably because I had the window minimized or something.
Yeah, I did a speedrun strat.
Congratulations!
I'm glad to leave.
You did it.
Oh, I ran out. Okay, I guess I have to do it.
Yeah, if Blau did speedrun strat and executed it successfully, it's probably bad news for us.
Bad news bears.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I did a speedrun strat. It was use 3 clouds in a row. Does that
That's
count?
not a strat.
It's definitely a choice was made there.
I mean, you got him.
Well, now I have no more clouds, and I immediately was like, oh, I could use one here.
Now you regret it.
I don't know if I regret it, to be honest. Like, I don't even know what those levels were.
I don't think this is gonna help, if I'm being honest.
Lord Enigma, would you say Raz is your favorite disaster?
I'm my favorite disaster.
Are you calling
Oh,
Raz a
this-
hot mess?
They're not wrong. I mean, where is the thing?
The hottest of messes.
Wait, what? Oh no, I'm confused.
Am confused.
I
I
also
missed
just
this
did a speedrun strat.
Ah,
I missed
heck.
this one.
Ah, heck.
There we go. I hope we didn't all just do the same strat. I'll be really sad.
I don't know any speedrun strats.
I don't know.
zero.
Yeah, I only know one, and I
I
wasn't
don't
able
know
to
any
pull it
speedrun
off.
strats either.
Yeah, I know
I have
one
2
speedrun
anchors.
strat, and I've never been able to pull it
That's
off, and
where
I couldn't do it here. That ship's already sailed.
The anchors are useful. I think they're
Yeah,
They're
were,
flowers,
raccoon
or I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, no, they were
leaves.
yeah, leaves.
That was the least helpful pipe. Thanks, pipe.
Oh
Ah,
fuck
there
me!
we go. I don't know. I'm feeling good
Ah,
You know
fuck!
where I am because I said
There we
least helpful
go.
pipe.
well, Blau isn't
What?
finished yet, so I might have a chance against it.
What fucking level is this?
What fucking level? Is it that
I also feel
fucking
like I've
level?
had
Oh,
bad
it's
experience
it's
time.
this fucking level. I haven't seen this level in like 16 races. What the heck?
I've had a few levels where I'm like, what is this?
What is
They
this?
add new levels to the shuffle? Like, and then I recognize them at the end. Oh, thank you. I need that.
Yeah, my life's about to get bad.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
Okay, well, that's in. Go out
I've
the
just
damn
never
pipe,
had to do
Mario.
that star scam level in like forever.
Oh, and they...
Damn.
Oh, heck, I didn't look where I was doing.
Watch where you're going.
Okay, well, we salvaged that.
I do not remember this level being this long. Oh, I got a fanfare. The jump backward strat worked
You need those lives though, don't you?
desperately. That was a relieved I got a fanfare.
Oh, okay. It almost sounded like an fan.
No, that was oh thank God I got a
Yeah.
fanfare.
I'm just living my best 4 lives out here. It's fine.
I've been sitting on 5 for a while. I keep getting like 5 ups and then losing them all.
I was on one
I'm up to
life
9
for like
now.
I was on one life for like 90% of this seed.
Oh, I've played on 0 for a long time. I get
Yeah.
that.
I don't have any bloody stars.
It begins with a bloody ash.
Oh, bloody ash.
No, that's not.
Dolly
helpful.
Parton.
No.
Jared Ferguson.
I just love that
Alright.
one became iconic, and he
Okay,
had no
Norm
idea how to
still
do a
hits
Burt
me,
Reynolds
alright?
impression. They just asked him.
I
"Can-"
have the world's like it's the weirdest soft spot for Norm.
I love Norm.
There is no weirdest thought for Norm. Norm's awesome.
I know. I miss like every few days I'll be like scrolling
What?
on the YouTube and it'll recommend me a Norm
no.
clip and I'm like I gotta go down on the Norm binge.
It's because he was one of the best ever.
Yep. I think honestly what it comes down to is the sun. Like he knows he's getting one over on you and you know he's getting one over on you and it gets me every time.
It's just something you can't really explain as to why it worked, like why he was so funny. Because he'd say the stupidest crap, but it was like when it came from him, anybody else you've grown all that, you came from him. It's hilarious, and it's just the totality of who he was is what sets it off.
It's the perfect deadpan delivery. So that son robbed me.
You was robbed.
Dude, that
Yeah, now
sun
you know
should
what-
not be
which
able to
sun
get
it
all the
is,
way up in the
don't you?
corner. I've been hitting suns left, right, and center here.
Oh, okay,
Here comes
fair.
the sun. Yeah, that one level has like that one world has like 8 levels that have suns in it,
Oh my goodness.
and they're in levels I've never seen a sun.
I've definitely seen that sun spawn up top there before. Or rather, that sun be a problem in the level up top there before. We gotta wait around. But problem every time.
Oh no, this is awful.
See, the difference
get
is when I
away.
sit down to play Mario is I don't have like hard liquor that I take a sip from every time. I've usually got a can of something that I take a sip from every time. But I am realizing that I do take a sip every time I beat a level.
Yeah.
Oh, if you did that, I'd be drunk. Yeah, I take a sip everywhere once in a while. Like I've still got the same glass I poured at the start
I
of
mean,
it.
these are tiny sips. Like I poured.
Yeah,
like, 2 or
like
3.
look, I poured it at the beginning. I'm not even
Ounces,
halfway through
yeah.
the glass. You know.
I'm not done with mine yet.
I'm realizing like that's a
Okay,
a
Dan, get
built-in,
ready.
Like, fun.
God damn it!
Damn it!
Wow,
I
40
found
minutes.
it too.
Holy shit, you're in 8s already. Oh.
Yeah, I'm on the last map.
I knew that some combination
I
of them
knew
were
Blast.
close, because I played this awfully.
Congratulations.
God, I keep fucking dying. Now I'm playing stupidly. Now that Blau's won,
Got them stupid fingers.
the stupid fingers have come out.
They're
Like,
stupid.
Blau, I swear to God, I must, because like, I must be like right on your tail.
Are you gonna beat it in
I'm-
under
I'm
45
also-
minutes?
I'm also right on your tail. So
How the fuck have y'all all 3 done this
I'm in
fast?
Bowser's Castle. I mean,
Fuck.
Oh, 30 seconds shy of my goal of sub 40.
this is definitely my best time.
This is probably my best time, but still shy of my goal.
How have I done a sub 40 and you haven't?
Oh, come on.
It happens. Like I said, you get
Wait,
them
how did-
magic
oh,
poker
no.
hands. Whoop. Fly
There we
through,
go, okay.
Please and thank you.
Oh, I don't have a cloud.
I ate that fight on purpose.
Hey, you.
I didn't either, Dan.
It's because I stupidly used a cloud previously.
Oh,
This is
fuck
why
me.
you
Oh, well, that was
saved
really
for
bad.
World 8.
Yeah, but you didn't. Well, okay. I think Dan had the same discovery of me. I was like, oh shoot.
Butts.
No, it's because I thought, well, anyway, not important.
You got this. You got this. I,
I need
believe
to
in you.
I need to get my PB and get less than 45 minutes.
You really caught up to me quickly, Raz, because I was at
Yeah.
the end of World 6 when you said, oh, 2 10s.
Yeah, I skipped every level in World 6. Like, I used 3 clouds.
I did
skipped
too,
a
but I
bunch of
died in
levels
it.
I
as
skipped a bunch.
well.
I
I
did
saw
not
the
skip.
pipe went to, like, nowhere. And I found, like, oh, it's a clear path. I can go all the way to the end, so I used all my clouds.
I don't trust my ability
I
to beat
fucked up.
levels.
Oh, god damn it. Now Dan's gonna beat me.
Oh, is it possible that I may yet come from behind?
Potentially.
But, you know, you're either first or you're last.
I agree with that statement.
No, I don't care. I don't care about winning. Except
I
beating
just
boys. I
Everything
want
you
to
do,
beat
everything
boys.
other than the win is just not first. That's it. Like it's like, oh, who
I'm
cares?
just not super.
It's not NASCAR. We don't get points for third.
I mean, we could. It's been a while since we've done like a tournament.
No. I can't jump. Oh, my left D-pad button is a little sticky. It's not working.
I do not want to be in this level.
See, I understand how you got where you needed to be so fast now. I'm seeing the thing that y'all saw.
You're picking up what we put down.
Well, see, I just did every level in 6. Like that's
Yeah, and they were
That's
all
just the kinda
awful.
guy I
It
am.
looked like, yeah.
they weren't terrible. Like,
No, they were all awful.
I don't
Everyone in
understand
World
why
6 was
this-
awful. I had to do several of them, and they were all horrible.
Bye
That
bye
wasn't bad.
Bowser.
Yeah, I skipped 3 of them. Oh, I'm
In the end, I didn't get to skip any of them, except for one with a rock.
that was the cleanest Wendy fight I've ever
And-
had.
Dan, please get hit by
Time.
Bowser a few times. Oh, boo.
That's a sub 40. That's 43:59.
God, this is
I think that's
embarrassing.
my personal best.
This is just embarrassing.
I was so close to block,
I
but like
jumped
I
on
could not.
Bowser. I feel like I've never done that before. I like thunked him.
You know, you never want to get thunked.
Oh,
You
I
want to be
jumped
the
on his head and
thunker, not
bounced
the
off it.
thunky.
Well, I was the thunker.
No, yes.
It just I'm surprised that it didn't damage me.
Wait, you were that famous statue,
There.
the thunker?
Yes. You're already on time.
Oh, I used a.
Can I get faster than 45? Come on. Hurry up.
Oh, butt face, you're gonna
Time.
regret that.
You did
I don't care.
44:52.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. Especially for not
Me
having done
caring?
this in
Nah.
like 3 months.
I,
When we were talking about like improving, I'm like, I've definitely noticed improvement, but I don't do this enough. Like, I'm not consistent at all.
See, and that's the key, right? Consistency.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta practice to get good at this. but
I-
I don't. I don't play this at all other than you guys.
This seed also rolled really favorably for me in that I got a lot of useful clouds, hammers, and P-wings.
I never got any. I got 3 total clouds, and none of them were any use. None of them ended up
I
being
got them
any
all from
use.
that end
Oh,
card.
using
The
World
Inspector.
6, clouds were a real help there.
I died in World 6 and had to do basically every level in World 6.
I did most of the levels in World 6.
Oh, you know what? Sure, I'll take that.
I'm about to throw this controller.
I
Just chuck
actually used a hammer on the rock in World 6 to skip a level.
I don't need to be here.
Like, I
I
can't remember the
considered
last
doing
time I
that.
used a hammer on a rock.
I've done that a few times. Usually to open up that pipe in World 6, to only find that it goes nowhere.
Pipes
It's
always
been a-
go somewhere. It's just whether they go somewhere useful.
Well, there was a pipe in World 6 that went literally nowhere.
Oh my god,
God
that was
damn
magic
it.
pixels.
I
all
actually
get
used that
out.
pipe to my
So-
advantage because I saw that like,
Yeah.
aha, I beat the fortress, and then I used the pipe to skip the 2 levels.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I used that. So
ended
I
up doing
used
the
that
same.
pipe. I used that pipe to see that
Fuck
there was a clear path
me.
all the way to the end, without like missing bridges or something. And I just clouded through all the levels.
See,
But
I
they-
thought about that, but
So
you
it's
couldn't
still
actually
useful,
see
but-
all the way to the end. There could have still been a lock or a bridge right next to the castle. Off
I would have
screen.
hammered a lock, but if there was a bridge off screen, I was gonna cry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really sad. There goes 3 clouds that I'll never get back.
So that was the
I
only
gambled
reason
for it. It
I
was
didn't.
fine.
Yeah, that was the only reason I didn't do the same thing. You gambled and it paid off.
Wait, Raz gambling?
Gambling,
I
I'm in.
gamble all the time.
Rambling, gambling Raz.
The Jambler orc.
I forgot how to do this. There we go. I hit there.
I'm getting that,
Hooray!
more times than I'm not these days.
I
Alright,
definitely want to
let's
play
go
more
there.
board games soon.
Yeah, I'm down
Yeah,
for
it was
some
really
board games.
enjoyable. I didn't have much time, unfortunately.
That's a
bad
better
about
thing
this
to do on a
getting around
weekend
so
for me than it
fast.
is during the weekday.
That's gonna happen in that game. I
Yeah.
don't. Well, you know what? Round 2.
Destel and I definitely had too much of a MAD syndrome.
Yeah. Well, everybody
Yeah.
tended to kind of go towards the one next to him. Like it was just a.
Well, I mean, the strategy you want to go for probably is to attack the person on your left, right? They have the fewest cards to react to.
Yep, that is definitely.
That's what I was. That's what I was doing. Well, that's why I was picking on Destel. But then I like pushed the balance a little too far into like knocking him out, and then he just kept hammering on me, and I was like, "This has backfired tremendously."
Yeah, it's not really a good idea to actually knock somebody out while there's still people that have.
I didn't
huge
intend to.
leads.
Destel had like a drink that was like worth 6 alcohol, and I was like, "Oh, I have erred grievously here."
'Cause you left early, didn't you, Raz?
I had to. Like, I was actually
Yeah.
looking for like, should I just
So-
like say I have to go, and then I actually did lose, without having to throw the game. So I was like, okay, I gotta go get pizza.
So the way it ended was, it came down to my last turn. I looked at Dan's differential, and he was at 1. Bob was
You
at
just
like
leave Dan
10,
around.
and I was at like 2. So it was like I could kill Dan and lose to Bob, or I can try to take out Bob and still probably lose. And I went after Bob, and of course still lost because he countered me to oblivion.
Well, my problem is I had counter cards the whole time, and I was playing defensively. I was holding on to counter. Oh, fuck.
That's how
I
you
knew
win.
that. I got to talking. Yeah, I was holding on to counter cards, and I played it before, so I prioritized being able to save myself over attacking everybody else. And nobody was attacking me, so I wasn't using any of the counter cards. And then finally, y'all did, and I was like, "Hey, I get to use them." And by then, I had buffed myself to the point that they were, it did a lot of damage to you.
I just
So
So
I
that
wasn't
probably
what
sounds like a viable
actually-
strat for that character.
Yeah, I think that's really kind of how that character was designed, from what I can tell.
So I
just
picked a
hate that
character
what-
randomly. Go ahead.
I did too. Yeah,
I was
I've
gonna
never played
say-
that character before. It was completely random.
I just hate that
Oof.
what actually took me out was the drink that gives you +2 fortitude
Health.
and +2 alcohol,
Yeah.
because I was at 19 fortitude and 18 alcohol.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not a.
Normally it's an equalizer, but for me it was death.
Yeah, I learned a little late, like, that there were only like 3 or 4 minion cards in my deck, and that was literally my only way to really attack people, was to have those minions out there and then just keep paying them to stick around.
Yeah, I
know,
think
we'll try the other
I
mod.
think I
Very
thought a
little,
couple
like,
people like
chance
Blau, for
without
instance. I
knowing
thought
that.
like had Blau had more time to figure out that deck, could have been really really good with it. Like
Yeah, I think unfortunately Blau going first hurt her chances a little bit.
yeah,
Has Bob finished yet?
I'm almost there.
Okay, well.
If
Dan,
I'd realized y'all had all finished, I would probably would have stopped.
Well, don't stop now. You're very close.
No, I absolutely creamed him.
Raz, I think that
And
gambling card that you played.
That's coming up
Time,
on
Dan.
it. Time. Yeah, we'll time here in just a second. So yeah,
Oh.
we were right at it. Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's the worst I've played in Mario Seed, and I can't tell you how long.
I think that gambling card that you played is the only one that I have seen like that where you can't get out of it.
I have no idea. I've played this before. I recognize it from playing it last night, but I definitely haven't played all of the characters.
The
But yeah, you're right. I think that's like a very like rare mechanic. Like I had a card in there that let you were forced to gamble, and then I had a card that I played on Bob, which was when somebody wins, you just force it to keep going.
mm-hmm.
And Destel almost kicked me out of the hand. It says on my card, if you're not out of the hand, you can't use this. And I'm like, fuck. And then Bob canceled that card, and I was just like, oh sweet, I'm gonna sit on this for 20 more seconds.
Well, good games, everybody.
Yeah, it was fun.
What was the spread on times there?
It went from 40-35 to
11 minutes.
51-42. 11 minutes, not.
That's again, I'm not saying we're competitive, but we're pretty dang good. We've honed in.
We know what we're doing.
In the parlance of our times, we've locked in.
You know, I think you might have misclicked there, Dan, because Bob and Buttface finished like a literal second apart.
No,
No.
he hit me too early.
It was
Buttface had a good 3 or 4 seconds in front of me. We were really close.
Yeah, but the difference on the timer is like.
Bob didn't say time exactly, so I had to
Well,
guess
but it didn't matter
based
once
on-
Buttface hit it. But it was like
You were
two. It was
close
like 2
enough.
It was like 2 seconds. But once Buttface said time, it didn't matter. So.
This isn't official. Someone can like in the comments.
Oh no, he won. He won by like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah, no, we're.
Yeah.
No, I lost. I came in fourth.
You
Oh,
won.
that's the word. That's embarrassing. Like that I can't. That's just that was an embarrassing seed. So.
We all finished though. Hooray!
Don't worry, you can laugh at me not being able to open doors in Metal Gear tomorrow.
I had a personal best.
Congratulations!
You got second.
I got 40. Well, I beat 44 minutes. I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten in the ballpark of 45 before. So that
Yeah,
is
you
pretty
and
good
Blau
for
both
me.
absolutely like smoked it on.
I'm gonna go back and watch this VOD because I had, based on what Blau was saying, I feel like I was pretty much tailing her the entire time until level 8, and I had a pretty good level 8, but I guessed wrong on one thing. Well, 2 things really, and that she just ran away with it after that, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this VOD and see.
I don't know. I checked all the pipes first, and then I realized
You
But none
solved
of
where the
those-
last one was.
none of those went to where Bowser's Castle was, and that it was on a linear path.
Anyway,
But
thanks for playing.
I always check the pipes first.
I do too. I try to
I
I
try
try to
to,
find
but
it before I ever do a level, unless I have to do the level to get to it.
We'll be back tomorrow night with something else, possibly.
We'll
Maybe
think of
food.
something. See ya,
Anyway,
folks.
have a good night, everybody.
Yep. See
Cheers.
y'all.
Everyone.
Oop, no, I don't want to do that. I want to